take this money back.
Σίγουρα ο χρόνος θα δείξει τα αποτελέσματα.
We already know what this will be. It is a haircut to the wage earners, haircut to the pensioners, haircut. How long will these haircuts continue? They have done away with the Greek people's dignity. At this moment, we have become the worst people economically.
People in the Spanish city of Valencia have joined a demonstration to protest their government's harsh spending cuts. The protesters stood quietly outside the main train station in the city a day after riot police clashed with student protesters. At least 25 protesters were detained in Valencia on Monday while opposing education cuts. The protests turned violent after students walked out of school to protest poor heating conditions. The demonstration is part of a series of nationwide protests against harsh austerity measures that have hit public services. Madrid says the cuts in health, education and security are needed to strengthen the economy. A Palestinian man jailed by Israel has ended his hunger strike after 66 days. This after Israeli authorities promised to release him in 2 months. Ghader Adnan had been refusing food since mid-December in protest at his detention without trial, as well as what he calls a violent arrest and humiliating interrogation. Doctors, human rights groups, as well as the European Union had warned about Adnan's condition. Meanwhile, a rally in support of the Palestinian prisoner turned violent in the West Bank after Israeli soldiers fired tear gas and water cannons at protesters. Thousands of Palestinians have been taking part in peaceful pro-Adnan rallies across the West Bank and Gaza.
This is a stance of solidarity with all our prisoners who are always in our minds. Our conscience will not rest until their freedom, because their freedom is an inseparable part of this nation.
The Global March to Jerusalem initiative is gaining momentum day by day as many organizations are preparing for the mass demonstration in solidarity with Palestinians. Mariam Saleh has the story.
On May 15, 2011, tens of thousands of Palestinian refugees in Lebanon flocked to the southern Lebanese town of Mahmoud Ras to protest the day Israel destroyed hundreds of Palestinian villages and expelled hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from their own land. Many of them vowed to return, and this time it seems that the whole world will be joining them. Palestinian, Arab, and international activists have been planning a mass demonstration, calling it the Global March to Jerusalem. The event will be marked around the world on March 30th, 2012, with Al-Quds as the main symbol. The global initiative is intended to be a non-violent grassroots movement. Last year, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians left their homes in camps like this to peacefully show their natural right to their homeland, Palestine. Some of them never returned to the camps. At least 7 people were killed by Israeli forces last year in what seemed to be a new peaceful intifada. The organizers in Lebanon told Press TV that this year the demonstration will get as near as it possibly can to the southern border.
We are going to move a large number of people, Lebanese, Palestinians, some of our foreign brothers and sisters and comrades, activists coming with us in order to celebrate Land Day by organizing a global march that is going to get as close as possible to the borders, symbolically trying to make the point that Jerusalem is the capital of the Arabs and of the Muslim and of all the free people.
The march in Lebanon will be only a small part of the international campaign.
I think that this movement is actually going to test and maybe shake up this situation and really hopefully transform the way the Solidarity movement thinks about this struggle so that it incorporates Palestinians themselves, particularly from the region, and so that they're able to take control of their own destinies, and we could stand behind them rather than trying to lead them or stand side by side with them. We really want to stand behind the Palestinians themselves.
The participants hope that this event will change the global perspective about the issue of occupied Palestinian territories. The march is organized through an international central committee consisting of 42 regional delegates who are witnessing an increasing number of participants.
an increasing number of people from Lebanon, of organizations, of parties, of civil society actors, of NGOs that are concerned and committed to the Palestinian cause, have declared their willingness to be part of that march. Internationally, we also have a similar movement that is growing by the day.
The main demands of the protesters will be freedom for Al-Quds and its people, and an end to Israeli policies of apartheid and ethnic cleansing. Mayam Saleh, Press TV, Beirut.
The former head of the International Monetary Fund, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, has been detained for questioning by French police. Strauss-Kahn is being considered a suspect for alleged involvement in a prostitution ring. The 62-year-old allegedly took part in sexual escapades in France and the US. The former finance minister left the IMF last May to face attempted rape charges in the US. He also faced a separate attempted rape accusation by a Parisian writer. Both cases were dismissed, but the allegations ruined Strauss-Kahn's promising political career.